All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us as we continue our Find Your Roar series. My name is Ryan Kavanaugh. I am with the Office of Admissions here at Southeastern as we continue to try to explore as many ways as we can to promote Southeastern to y'all while staying at your home. I'm hoping everybody's staying safe today. Our guest is Ms. Robin Parker. She is with Director of Auxiliary Services. So we're going to go over campus dining, meal plans, where all the places there are to eat on campus. So this is, I think, episode number 4 we're doing 9 of these, so we're almost halfway through. So thank you all for the people that have been joining us every single week. If you have any questions, feel free. If you're joining us from a Zoom webinar, at the bottom, there's a Q&A, so you can ask us a question if you're joining us in the Zoom. If you're watching us live on Facebook, you can go to the comment section of the live and ask us a question there. We'll be happy to answer all of your questions. So with that, I'd like to welcome in Robin. Thanks for joining us today. It was beautiful.
Thanks for having me.
As we have just a few more people joining us, I do have some questions, especially since we're talking about campus dining today, and I know you're a big vocal person on campus. So 3 questions for you. Robin, I'm curious, what's your favorite place on campus, your favorite place to eat on campus, and your favorite Southeastern memory?
Let's see. My favorite spot on campus would have to be the Student Union, which is where my office is located, but it's my favorite spot because it's the hub of activity. My favorite place to eat on campus is the main dish, and I'll explain that to everybody. There's a reason why. And my favorite Southeastern memory, Southeastern has been a part of my life, so I have literally hundreds. As a student, probably going to the national tournament for flag football. Yeah. And as an employee, probably when Southeastern won the playoff game against Sam Houston in 2013.
Very good one. Very good one.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We had some questions that were previously submitted by students. So what we're going to do is we'll take your questions live and we'll go ahead and deep dive into campus dining and answer some questions that were previously turned in and just tell you everything about campus dining here at Southeastern. So Robin, we'll go ahead and get into it. The first question that we had is, what are some of the options that Southeastern has for students to eat on campus?
We have a lot to eat on campus. I promise none of our students go hungry. We've got you covered morning, noon, and night. We have our primary dining location is the main dish, which I mentioned earlier. That's my favorite place to eat on campus. It is all you can eat, 3 meals a day. It's open 7 days a week, and it's such a variety of options. Main entrees that change every day. We have a beautiful salad bar. We've got a pasta station. We have some comfort food. We've got pizza every day. We have the Mongolian grill. Of course, desserts every day. You can get burgers, turkey burgers. We even have one of our dining stations is called True Balance. And so that addresses any of our students that have special dietary needs, because the True Balance station features foods that's, we avoid certain ingredients like shellfish, soy, wheat, eggs, milk, nuts, things like that. So if our students that have those kind of food allergies, they can eat True Balance. We also have a number of retail locations. We have a food court in the Student Union called the Lion's Den. And in the Lion's Den, we have Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Mooyah, which is a burger concept, Union Market, which is one of several markets that we have on campus, where you can get grab and go items, freshly made salads, sandwiches, and of course, a ton of snack items. On campus, we also have a Starbucks, we have a Pizza Hut, Java City Internet Cafe, which is located in our library, so that's a popular location. We have a Subway on campus, and again, a number of markets. We have 2 markets that are actually in our residential community. Main Market is in Louisiana Hall, and Ascension Market is in Ascension Hall.
And one of the newest ones this year was going with the salad station in Hammond. It's a salad vending machine. which is one of the cool
Yes,
things
we
I've
did
ever
that.
seen.
And I forget to mention that because that's actually not a part of campus dining. It's actually managed through vending.
Mhm.
But we have it obviously in our food court, but I'm glad that you brought that up. Yeah, Sally, the salad robot.
Yeah.
And you can make your own salads. They are phenomenal. If you're familiar with the salad station, you know what their salads are like, and you
Mhm.
can get that here at Southeastern. Meal plans can't be used for the robot, but you can use credit card. You can use Lions Lanyap, which is our own debit account here on campus. So there's a number of ways that you can pay for it, but you can't use your meal plan for that. Everything else you can use your meal plan for.
Well, that, Robert, actually segue perfectly into our next question. Somebody is asking, one, do they have to get a meal plan? And
Okay.
secondly, how do they go about getting a meal plan?
Okay, so if you live on campus, you are required to purchase a meal plan. So our residents do have to purchase meal plans. If you are a commuter, you do not, it's not required. However, we do have meal plan options available for our commuters. So for our resident students, we have a number of options that they can choose from. And, you know, a lot of times we get questions like, how do I know which plan is best for me? And if you look at the descriptions, you can see that the plans vary by the number of meals that they provide and how much cup cash is involved. So meal plans have two components: the number of meals that you purchase with your plan and cup cash. Cup cash represents dining dollars that you can use at any dining facility on campus. So all of those retail locations and the markets, you can use your cup cash. Your meals, you're going to consume those at the main dish, but your cup cash you can spend at all of the other dining locations, but you can only use cup cash at dining locations. So if you see, for our residents, we have 4 plans that they can choose from, ranging from one plan called the Club Plan that gives students 150 meals for the entire semester. And it averages out to be about 10 to 12 meal swipes per week. And with that, you get $400 in Club Cash. You'll also see too with this plan, we do have guest passes. So our residents can bring guests with them if they want to treat them to lunch or dinner. We've got guest passes, 10 for that plan. And then for our all access plan, you can get 1 per week. But let me back up a little bit. The gold plan is different from the cup plan in that it's fewer meals per week at the main dish. So it's 8 meals per week, but you have more cup cash. So
Right.
students came to us and said, you know, I want more decision. I want it to be more my decision where I'm spending my dining dollars. So we had fewer required meals at the main dish and gave more cup cash so that it gives them greater flexibility to where they're going to spend their money. And with the all access, basically what it says, it's all access. You can go into the main dish throughout the day. With the gold plan and the cup plan, you can only swipe once during a meal period. So we've got 3 meals Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends we've got a brunch and a dinner. And so for the cup plan and the gold plan, you can only swipe once during one of the meal periods. But with the all access, you can go in and out of the main dish throughout the day. You have unlimited access, and with both of the all access plans, you do also have cup cash and you do also have guest passes. The only difference is they work exactly the same. If you go to the upgrade, you pay a little bit more, but we give you more in club cash, so you make out a little bit better financially. So those are our resident plans. And again, if you live on campus, you do have to purchase a meal plan. The commuter plans are optional, but we do have several that are available. Students can buy just straight club cash. That's the basic commuter club plan where they pay $300 and they can use that at any dining facility. Throughout the semester, if they run low, if they need to add more, they can always buy more club cash. And then we have a couple of plans that combine the required meals and the club cash. So, you know, really depending on how often you're here on campus, you know, some of our commuters are here maybe only once a week. Some might be here 4 days a week. So one plan might fit better in their lifestyle. And it's really the same with the resident meal plans too. You know, residents have to ask themselves, do I eat 3 meals a day? Even if I do eat 3
Mhm.
meals a day, Am I going to want to get up in the morning to eat breakfast before I go to class, or do I want to eat breakfast in my room? Am I going to go home on the weekends? Because if you're here on the weekends, you want to make sure that your meal plan covers your meals for the weekend. So those are some things that we suggest that students consider when they're thinking about what meal plan works for them. Now, I do want to point out, at the end of the fall semester, and this is in reference to resident meal plans only, not commuters, but for residents, unused meals at the end of the fall semester are forfeited. So if you don't use your meals that you purchase at the beginning of the semester, you lose them. And that's another reason why it's important to put some thought into which plan is best for you, because we want you to maximize your investment. And I don't want you to have a lot of meals left over at the end of the semester. Now, your Cub Cash, though, between fall and spring will roll over. So let's say you had a plan that had $400 in Cub Cash in the fall, but you only spent $200 of it in the fall. We'll roll that 200 over for the spring, and you'll actually start out with 600 in the spring.
Okay.
Now, at the end of the spring semester, not only will your meals be forfeited if you don't use them, but if you have any leftover Cub Cash, that would be forfeited too. So I like to tell students, make sure you're keeping up with your Cub Cash balance. And, a month before exams, if you feel like you have a pretty significant balance, start spending it. Go to Pizza Hut, buy pizza, have a pizza party for your friends, go to the markets and stock up on some goodies, because you're making an investment at the beginning of the semester when you purchase a meal plan. And like I said, I want you to get, I want you to maximize that investment. And you will actually choose your meal plans when you're going through orientation. That's a part of the orientation process. So you'll do that during orientation.
Yeah, one of my favorite times during the year is that last, like you said, last month of the school year, where some of our student workers have a little bit more Cub Cash than they anticipate. So we all get like
Chick-fil-A, they start bringing some back to y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
We start to get some stuff on campus. So one of the coolest things that's been added last year or so is now that students can actually go ahead and order ahead. So talk about how that kind of works. Skip the waiting.
So we have partnered with Grubhub, and our students can order from our retail locations. So Pizza Hut, Subway, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Mooyah, Panda Express, Taco Bell. If they download the Grubhub app, they'll just use their Southeastern information, login information to develop an account. But you can order ahead. So, if you're kind of in a rush, but you want something a little more substantial than just a candy bar or a bag of chips, but you have a class right after another one, you can place your order when one class wraps up, head to the union, pick up your to-go order, and you're good to go. You'll see the pick up here sign, and you can do that. That's been a huge hit. Now, some students are familiar with Grubhub because obviously Grubhub is also available in several communities. One component, though, that we do not offer, at least now, is the delivery component. So I know some Grubhubs, they offer delivery. We don't have on-campus delivery, at least now. That may be something that we can look into for the future, but you can order ahead and that'll save you a lot of time. And then another cool thing that we offer through dining services is something called the Ultimate Drink Sticker. We have a lot of students that drink fountain drinks throughout the day. And if you're one of those students, you're spending a couple $100 a semester on your fountain drinks. Well, if you purchase an Ultimate Drink Sticker at the beginning of the semester, you're going to pay $100. And that's going to give you unlimited refills throughout the semester. So if you're somebody that likes likes to fill up on fountain drinks, this is something that you're going to want to do because it is going to save you a lot of money. So you would make that selection during the orientation process. You can do that online, and then you would simply go to the dining office, which is located in the student union, and they're going to have a sticker for you that you put on your ID. So when you go to these locations with the fountain drinks, they know that you can, get your fountain drink for free because you've already prepaid for it. And that's something else that's a big hit with our students as well.
Yeah. We have a couple student workers that utilize the drink sticker and love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a great savings for students that like their fountain drinks, for sure.
So you just talked about this a little bit, but I guess to reiterate it, students who may have a food allergy, a place that they can always go to eat out on campus if there's anything available.
Yes, in the main dish, one of our serving stations is called True Balance,
Mhm.
and it features, it's, full entrees and sides, but all of the menu items each day, because they do vary the menu every day, but all of the menu items are free from 7 main allergens, and that's eggs, milk, shellfish, tree nuts, peanuts, wheat, and soy. So if you have any sensitivities to those ingredients, True Balance is a good place for you. We also have throughout the main dish gluten-free options, and we've got signage so our students will know if they're looking for a gluten-free option. We've got that clearly marked so they know what they can choose from. But we do have that available for our students with food allergies.
All right, so another question is a question that I always related to in college. Is there anything open late? If you're on campus late studying, is there a place that they can go eat at?
Yes, of course. So our main dish, the primary dining facility, closes at 8 o'clock. And we have a couple of our retail locations in the student union that also close at 8. We have a few that close at 9. Chick-fil-A is open until midnight. And also the Union Market, which is located in the Lion's Den. So in the Lion's Den in the student union, the Union Market and Chick-fil-A are open until midnight. And then Ascension Market, which is located in Ascension Hall, closes at midnight as well. Now, I will say though that at our locations like Ascension Market and Main Market, which is in Louisiana Hall, even though they're in residence halls, commuters do have access to them. So commuters can go to either of those locations. They just can't go beyond, they don't have entry into the living quarters of the building. But Ascension Market is our one of our latest night options. And it also has, even though it's a grab and go, it also has hot options too. So that may change daily. We might have taquitos, nachos, pizza one day, but there's always a hot option there as well. So yeah, we do have a number of late options available for our students.
And you did talk about guest passes with the part of meal plans, but even if you don't have a meal plan or you don't have a guest pass, friends and family are they able to come eat on campus with students at times?
Absolutely. We welcome everybody to campus. We want you to bring your friends and family. Of course, if you have one of the meal plans that has guest passes, you'll want to use those. But we love to see our students come to campus with friends and bring their family. We have a lot of community members that come to Southeastern. We have some that are in the main dish every day. But like Chick-fil-A here is closer to a lot of people that live near campus than the Chick-fil-A in Hammond. So if they have a, hankering for Chick-fil-A, they'll come to campus to get it instead of going across town. So absolutely, friends and family are welcome to eat on campus.
Now, what if somebody has a question about a meal plan? What's the best way they can go about contacting Campus Dining, eating all that?
There are a number of ways. If you have a specific question, I would say to send dining an email. And if you go to the website, which I have the URL available, but it's southeastern.edu/dining. All of the information, a lot of information that I wasn't able to cover today, you can find on the website. But there are email addresses that you can contact people with specific questions. But I also encourage our students to follow all of our social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll let you know what's happening. We do a lot of specials in our retail locations. We'll do discounts, sales, but in the main dish, we do a lot of just special events. This semester, we've introduced People's Choice, and every week we send out 3 options for our students to vote on in social media as to what they want featured. And it's something that's a little bit, different, something that we normally don't have on a regular menu. Last week, I think the winner was loaded fries. And so our executive chef really kicks it up a notch, and he plays these games with a lot of intensity, but it's a lot of fun. So I really do encourage all of our students to also follow us on social media. But if you have any specific questions, reach out to us through email. And if you do have food allergies, in addition to the True Balance station, we can facilitate a meeting between a student and our executive chef, and he is more than happy to try to put together a custom menu that will also supplement what's available on True Balance for students that have special needs. So we're happy to facilitate that meeting as well.
Very cool. And I do applaud y'all. Y'all do a great job of, one, providing great places to eat out on campus, but always getting students input about
Yes,
meal plans,
definitely.
places to eat on campus. I love like you saw, like the voting and those French fries options that was on the Instagram last week. Looks so good.
Yeah, week before last it was wings. I'm anxious to see what wins this week. I don't know what they're going to be featuring.
So a lot of good options, and that's college kids' favorite thing about, anything is mainly food, right?
Absolutely.
So if you have any questions, if you're joining us through Zoom, you can put it in the Q&A, or if you're joining us on Facebook, you can put it in the comments. Anything about campus dining. We just want to make sure that you get an overall view of what Southeastern has to offer as far as dining on campus. You get a lot more information about this, once you enroll in orientation program before your semester begins. As Robin said, that's when you get your meal plan. That's when you kind of deep dive into this. But now you know all the options that Southeastern has to offer to eat on campus. So if you have any questions, you can submit it now. Until then, we are offering some virtual experiences, some more. You can visit southeastern.edu/connect. Brings you to our website. We have another Find Your Roar coming up next week with the Center for Student Excellence. If you just joined us and you missed the first 10 minutes of this, that's fine. We will post this video so you can go back and watch this so you can learn more about campus dining. And if you wanted to meet with a recruiter, chat with our office, or sign up for any of our other webinars about transferring, virtual tours, admissions, scholarship lunch delay, just know that we're offering all sorts of content virtually at southeastern.edu/connect. We also have Destination Southeastern. We have a few of these coming up. This is a chance where you can come to campus and we will show you campus. We will help you apply. We will help you do your FAFSA. Do whatever it helps with the college process. We're here to help out. Our next one is October 22nd, Thursday of this week. And then we'll have 3 in November that you can check back for later on. And then if you have any questions, one of the best things you can do right now is to text Lion Up to 58052. If you do this, it'll send you a link with all the information you could ever need. You could visit with us virtually. You could apply. You can learn about scholarships. You can learn more about campus dining. You can learn more about housing. So text Lion Up to 58052 to get all the information you could ever need at your phone. So you don't have to leave the house to check out everything. And of course, if you have any questions, visit southeastern.edu/recruiter. You can contact your admissions counselor, and we'll be happy to help you with the admissions process, help you sign up for a meal plan when it comes to that time. Anything along those lines, we're here to help assist you where we can. And of course, you can always contact us. Here's all of our contact information, as well as our social medias as well. This week, we're doing some stuff with our recruiter team. So if you have any questions, you can follow us on Instagram, as we're doing a little Q&A with our admission staff on Wednesday. So with all that said, Robin, let me see if we had any questions submitted to us. Let's see. Check the Facebook. Good there. Usually these are the questions we don't really get, so I think we about got them all. Let me check our Zoom. I think we got them all.
Good deal.
Yeah, we answered everything. Perfect.
Good.
So Robin, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And telling everybody about the great, what we have to offer here on campus. And we will be back next week, Monday at 4 p.m. as we will talk with our Center for Student Excellence. They handle freshman advising, they handle tutoring, basically anything to do with your freshman year academics, they're here to help. And so we'll explore their department and find out everything they have to offer. All right, Robin, thanks so much for joining us. And I will see all of y'all next week. And as always, line up.